GoPro stock hit $93 in 2014, and today it's worth about $1. What happened? So it actually starts with a rubber band. So Nick Woodman, the founder of GoPro, is essentially broke and burnt out at the age of 26. But then he straps a disposable camera to his wrist while he's surfing in Australia. This was his light bulb moment. But he realizes that he can't compete on better optics or better sensors because this is Canon's and Nikon's whole game. So he comes back and builds the Hero camera. But he sells it as an identity tool. You buy this and now you're someone who does epic stuff that is worth filming. By 2009, they dropped the first HD camera, and then something unexpected happened. People started uploading their content to YouTube. Surfers, skydivers, mountain bikers, I mean, you're watching someone go through an insane wave and you feel like you're right there with them. The craziest thing is that they didn't even need a marketing department to do this because the customers became the marketing department. Millions of views generated and all through UGC content. But then something happens that just sends this thing into the stratosphere. Literally. Felix, the Red Bull guy, steps off a capsule at 128,000 feet above Earth. He falls back down and he breaks the human sound with his human body. This is a pivotal moment for Red Bull, but a lightning strike for GoPro because there was 7 GoPros involved in that stunt. So by the time that hundreds of millions of people watched one man fall from the edge of space, GoPro's logo was in every single frame. GoPro did one of the hardest things in branding. They created a category out of thin air. And by the time that you heard the words action camera, GoPro was the first thing to pop in your head. But the question still remains, if you're the category king, how do you lose $10 billion in market share? Well, GoPro owned the product, but what they should have owned was the behavior. Then the Insta360 came out, DJI took over the sky, and then the iPhone just kept getting better and better every single year. The thing is, POV content is one of the most watched content today, but now when you watch it, you don't necessarily think of GoPro. See, the brands that live forever don't just create the category, they defend it. They make sure that the only way you live it is through them. GoPro showed us how to build something extremely iconic, but they just couldn't never figure out how to make themselves irreplaceable. And how do you make yourself irreplaceable? You keep trying to put yourself out of business before someone else does.